Oh, there's the boys.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, she's there too.
Of course, he heard that you were going to be on. We were visiting you today, and he said, "I want to go and see. Where's your baby?"
Well, he's following the sun. He's on the other side. Hold on.
We'll get him because that's why Archie's here. He wants to see your baby. You have the fire going.
Yes.
Tell me about your situation, where you are in the country. You're in the townships?
Yes, we are in the townships at our farm. So we're incredibly lucky. Nothing to complain about. You know, we're just here with surrounded by amazing nature. We can go out, take care of the garden, and just enjoy the situation as much as we can. So we're
You're very fortunate. Yeah. And this issue has the farm.
Yes.
Have you got your copy?
Yes.
It's so good. It's so good. We're very, very excited about that whole story. The fact that it's actually spring coming right now and everything that we're all going through, to have the green and the country and everything about the farm is so special to us, and to be able to share it with people. It's amazing how beautiful you made it look, Lynda.
Well, it's beautiful to begin with, but I have to say, I don't believe that you do all that gardening yourself. I don't.
So we saw that in your editorial, and we're like, what the hell about that?
Tell me. I mean, seriously, how many hours a day? How many days a week? Tell me.
We work our butts off here. It's a holiday. Great to have a sensation of holiday being here because it's getting away, but it's hours of work daily, mostly for Max. I work a lot with him when we're more in the finishing touches. And for example, all weekend, we did all the leaves on the grounds in all of the beds where you get all of the leaves racked up for the winter. And so it was hard work for 2 days, blisters to show. But in the fact that we actually work, and when I get home and come in at night and we have another glass of wine, it's actually really rewarding to have the sensation of what we actually do here.
It's the benefits are just amazing to be able to connect to nature and to be enjoying this. There's no words.
So while you're gardening,
what
are you doing, dear?
Actually, I'm very, very good at doing absolutely nothing when it's time to do nothing. But I actually I do plant. I like the planting process. I do like organizing and setting up. And there is a balance between the inside and the outside of the property.
Are you working for your clients too?
Yes. Actually, there's still a lot of work going on, but in the balance of being at the farm, I do a lot from the interiors, and Max does a lot of the outside. Okay. There's a lot of buildings when you think about even the pool house and everything that's happening around. Yeah. There's a lot to do, but I'm not the gardener. I will.
Well, he's a great helper, because there's some portion of the work we need to be too. And some others, I like to be in my bubble. So, being with the plants myself, just appreciating it, as much as it's curating for me. It's a way to, just focus about other things, get your mind onto something that is very, in the instant moment. Plants don't wait, they need water, they
get lost in it. It's like going fishing.
Exactly.
When I go fishing.
But at the same time, I do love cutting the flowers, organizing it, making it pretty, even if it's just for us.
Do you have flowers in the house?
So right now we have absolutely no flowers in the house.
Show me the house.
So
okay. You want to
our readers can see it in our magazine, but I still think it's fun to see right now.
Where are you sitting right now?
I'm sitting in my TV room. Okay. You see, here's the television.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my room. Here's my fireplace. I'm on the floor.
Yep.
Here's Barbara.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Nice.
Remember her. And also right across the way is something from Les Ensembliers.
Oh, hello there.
Talk about later because I think it's a great inspiration for people wanting a project to do at home. So we'll talk about that in a minute.
So let me do this. So we live around this all the time.
Yep.
I crash here, Max crashes there, TV's there, books on both sides. Zach is always all around, but this is where we spend most of the time.
Beautiful.
This is Max's mom. She created this in the 60s. This is one of the pieces that we had in the storage for many, many years when we first met, me and Max. And
that's where your portrait was for M&D.
Exactly.
You looked great.
So do you want to go see quickly how the works?
That's the garden.
Oh, the cutting garden. Oh, with the raised beds. Beautiful.
And you see, when we're talking about maintenance and you know, the raised beds are cutting the amount of work on maintaining a garden. So again, good design sometimes limitate the course once it's done. So that was
much easier on the back too.
Exactly.
So this is where we'll spend a bit of time.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's
wow, great views, great vista, beautiful. Spring is here. Oh, beautiful.
See my little church over there? I love that little church. It's just that little moment at the back.
Yes, I can see it perfectly.
Do you want to go see the kitchen?
Absolutely. My favorite room of the house is always the kitchen.
We're coming.
Oh, and the kitchen's downstairs.
Yes.
So having a place where Max really loves to cook here, the views that are side through on both sides. I sit there all the time. He cooks. So it's
Let me just get this straight. He gardens and he cooks.
Yeah, I clean.
He cleans.
I love this division of labor. Okay. And you've lined the inside of the door of your hutch, your cupboard.
So that was the oldest piece of armoire that we had when we bought the property here. The house we bought with everything that was in there, and there was a lot of old stuff. But I love this piece. We had it sanded down so that it became as natural and as beat up as possible, and used the first fabric collection of the leftovers that we had, because it's so like a fantastic memory to still have that collection, and it speaks to that language of old and aged vintage.
Okay, so you use a different fabric on the back.
Different fabric, the rizière, which is the embroidered one. I have the flame stitch on the shell. And even in the drawers, it's completely upholstered also, which is really fun.
Great idea.
Oh, it's a good piece. It's fun.
Great.
So obviously the kitchen itself is a very functional kitchen. It's not a decorative kitchen as much as I love the Gabriel Scott. A bit of textures on the back.
Stove, please.
Sorry?
I'd like to see up close to the stove.
Okay.
I'd like to see the range hood because I like the way you mix your metals. What's the hood?
So the hood is actually a metal with just a brushed patine that has a bit of a bronze feel to it, color. A very basic backsplash. I met an artist in LA on a trip who makes custom tiles, draws them. It's really artistic. We've told the story of when we met and this and that, and when the pricing came out, I got nixed. So one day when we build a house, I will do that story with the fantastic artist. I think it's a special moment.
One day when you build what house?
Sorry?
When we'll build the main house.
So this is the coach house.
Oh.
So
pretty nice coach house, boys.
One day, but it's big enough for us, so whatever. But at the same time, if we have the property next year, or will be one day the main house.
This is the existing main house that you see over there that we're gonna renovate.
So if you bring her here, Lynda, see when you look at the main house actually faces the pond.
Yes, it has a wonderful view.
So it's the view of all of the lake and the pond. So one day the house. And this
So is the plan a pied-à-terre in Montreal, or are you going to commute?
I think it's still going to be pied-à-terre in Montreal, which we found. We have a new little loft in Old Montreal that we found for moving in last week. But with all of this going on, but we will always have a pied-à-terre because the office will always be in Montreal. But maybe when we get older, that was the point of having this place, is that this could become our studio and guest suite, and this can be the main house.
So is being home in your house 24/7 changing anything about your feelings about your house? Does it make you want to do anything differently?
So funny enough, Lynda, I just posted on Instagram right now, just before we did the meeting, because we redid all the cupboards during the weekend, because not only did we pick up all the leaves, at one point I was wanting to fix what was happening in the pantry and so on. And Sunday afternoon, when we came in, when the rain started, we reorganized all the pantries and the cupboards and so on. That's the only thing that I just wanted to tune up, because I think our house works pretty perfectly, which is actually impressive.
You must be good designers.
We must be doing something right. Do you want to see the pantry?
Please.
Okay, Max wanted to get the pantry out. I didn't really want to get the pantry out.
That's fine.
But Max being Max, he'll win. So we'll take the pantry out because he loved the idea of having a rolling pantry, which was fun.
I love that idea. I remember it from the story.
You remember it, huh? So it's behind that part. You can hear the bing, bang, bang. Yeah, it's coming.
Well,
Really
quite
well.
honestly, if he does the cooking, he should get to say about the pantry.
Oh, he should do whatever he wants. Let me show you while he takes the pantry out.
Gardening.
This is my mud room, and this is our laundry room, and where I fix all the flowers and the dirty stuff that comes in from the garage.
Yes, perfect. Very practical. Everyone wants a room like that.
So here's Max with his pantry coming.
Oh, great. This is great. Just needs a little oil on the wheels, that's all.
No, it's actually pots and pans hitting.
No, it's very good. It's it's that metal, whatever you call it.
It's just the mesh metal.
Yeah. And you put it, oh, wow. And the whole thing comes out when you're working?
Yep.
Well,
you roll them both out?
So when he takes them out when he's doing his canning.
Yeah.
So he's actually
canning.
I know, and I'm not kidding you. It's if you think that
great.
I could actually spend time doing really nothing because I love that. But Max is unfortunately in my life and like a child.
Unfortunately.
Well, no, in a way that he doesn't sit.
Okay, so Max, let's hear it. You roll them out when you're doing big cooking projects.
Well, yeah. I've got a third rack also, but it's more like, you see, it takes 30 seconds to roll out and you get everything handy instead of going 55 times in the cupboard to pick something out. So I rather have everything in visual and be inspired.
Oh, now the lighting's good. Okay, now the lighting's good.
Yeah, sorry about the lighting because it's
going on.
Yeah,
I think it's so clever. And I also want to see the bottom of your island, please. Show me the legs of your island.
So
they're nice and simple. Very nice. Was this an old reclaimed wood, an old table, or did you have it made from reclaimed wood?
Old table that we had in our first house when we were in Charlevoix. That was our dining table in Charlevoix. I just had it sanded down. And I love the fact that it actually becomes very patined with time. That's for me the European way, and I like that. I love these stone elements that we have on the table. I've had these cut out so that we can work on the stone. They're fun, but it is very an organic and simple kitchen.
It's beautiful, and I like the fact that your island or your work table is work table height as opposed to island height. I had that at our farm, our old farm, and I like it better. 3 racks. Look at this.
Yeah, this is more the concept.
This is great. I have never seen this before. It is so unique. Have you ever done it for a client?
No, actually, I just
watched
many cooking shows, and I just wanted to be top chef. So
brilliant.
did it myself.
Are you a big cook?
He's a great cook.
Yeah, I like
He's no top chef, but he's a
No,
great
but
cook.
I'm trying.
Can we come back and do a cooking class with you sometime?
Love
I
it.
would love
And
that.
can you start thinking about what you're going to teach us to make?
For sure. For sure.
I'd
Yes.
like to show everybody the tray. Okay, I'm going to pick up the tray. So keep talking while I go and get it.
So
Okay,
I'm gonna go upstairs. We're gonna go
Good.
back.
good. Okay, I just moved up to the sofa. Okay, so this tray, I want to get it. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
This tray, I'm going to put it somewhere where they can see it flat.
I love it in your room, actually. The palette is so gorgeous.
Isn't it great? You know where I put it? I'm going to move my computer. Okay? I'm going to move it so you can see where I put it. I put it in the living room on the round table.
Mhm.
I love this tray.
Thank you.
I
I
use
love
it
that you
for
have
so
it.
many things. Pardon?
I love that you have it.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. You brought it to me, and the occasion was a cocktail party I have every June for our designer friends,
Yep.
Yep.
clients, advertisers, and you brought it to me.
Yes.
Can you see it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so this tray has sparked a great idea for our viewers. Well, I think so, because you could take any frame,
Yep.
make a simple buy a frame, or just use a frame you have at home.
Yep.
And you put felt on the back, which is perfect because it doesn't scratch any of my tables.
Yep.
And then you could, our viewers could line it. It's a project with anything. It could be wallpaper. It could be a design that they paint themselves on wood.
It could
That's
be
over it.
Yeah.
absolutely. I love it. It could be fabric. It can be anything.
Yep.
It can be changed.
It's fantastic. I mean, this one is particularly beautiful because you designed it and had it made by a craftsperson. But I could see that it would be easy to adapt for someone to do as a DIY project.
It's a good idea.
So thank you for this.
Thank you. And you know how much we all love trays. For me,
Oh yes, trays.
the beauty of trays is
Good
that
for everything.
put anything in it and at least combine a lot of stuff when you want to live in a way that it doesn't feel like it's too much clutter, so on. I love trays for that. They become.
And your tray sits under a calder. It's in a very good spot.
I love that it's with Calder. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. So tell me, before we go, what's going on out there on that farm? Do you have animals? I heard you had chickens.
Yeah, we
I
do.
saw chickens in the pictures.
There are chickens.
Yes, we do.
So now we just have the new guy that came in, the rooster. What did
What do you mean
call
the
it?
new guy?
Well, we have Porto, the rooster, that just came in last week. And because we have 7 hens.
May we see a chicken or a rooster before we go?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
We can go outside.
Yeah, we'll go outside. I'll show you.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
You are the only designers on Housebound who have shown us a chicken or a rooster. And my guess is you will be the only ones.
Might be best. This is one of the girls.
This is a girl.
Not sure if it's Albertine or Barbara, but you know,
This is a girl.
this
Oh,
is a
sweet.
little girl. She's
Oh,
so
sweet.
cute. Yeah.
And tell us her breed again, please.
Chanticleer.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
she's beautiful.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
does she know there's a new rooster in town?
Oh, yes, she
oh,
knows.
they all know now.
Oh, that's
They haven't laid chicken. They haven't laid eggs in the last few days in the process, but now they're back to normal.
Yeah.
Okay, well, send us a photo of the rooster, and then we'll check back with you in a little while to see how the family is doing.
Take care, Lynda. It was so nice.
Thank you both. Take care of yourselves.
Big kiss. Bye.